and welcome back to my channel. I am Britt, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you probably should, because sometimes I talk about geeky things, but sometimes I also live out my creative life. In this video, I am taking PTO for my regular job this week. I've already been on PTO for a while. As of today, this is Thursday. My vacation, last day I worked was last Friday, so I've almost been out of work for an entire week. However, I wanted to vlog the next couple of days, well, today and tomorrow, because I am gonna go and have a real vacation away from everybody that I know. I'm not going very far. I'm going to Stillwater, Minnesota, which is only like about 45 minutes from where I currently live-ish. It's outside of the Twin Cities, just barely outside the Twin Cities, basically on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota. So I'm gonna stay there for a night and just kind of enjoy. I mean, in all reality, I'm only gonna be there for like not even 12 hours because I can't check in to the Airbnb until like 3 p.m. today, and then I have to be out of there by 11 tomorrow morning. So it's just gonna be a nice, relaxing time. I am gonna head out there around lunchtime. I'm gonna drive out to Hudson, which is in Wisconsin, and I'm going to get pita pit for lunch, and then drive out to Stillwater and just kind of enjoy the town a little bit. I'm thinking then tonight I might just order like a pizza and have that for dinner tonight, or not the whole thing, but have some of that for dinner tonight, and then get up, have Caribou, which is a Minnesota-based, used to be all over the place, but now pretty much Minnesota-based chain coffee place, get breakfast, go back to the Airbnb, and just kind of enjoy some time away from the animals, enjoy some time away from work, obviously. I do have to do one work-ish thing tonight, which is attend a meeting for a convention that I staff in Wisconsin. I'm head of guest relations for that for that convention, so it's not GeekCon. As a matter of fact, they love to ask me questions about GeekCon and like get all the GeekCon drama and tea and stuff, because it was very messy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a card up here for you guys to watch that video from when all the GeekCon drama went down. Quite a few years ago now. It was 2017. So, but I'm head of guest relations for another convention now in Wisconsin, and we're in the process of like doing the getting guests part, like the actual like contracts and negotiations and all that stuff. So that's where we're at. I need to let the dog in. Well, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Just this introduction is getting a little long. Come on in, baby. If you missed it, his birthday was yesterday as upon filming this. He was born on March 22nd of 2021. So he is now 2. So I still gave him on whatever side I'm on, because he still likes to be a little dramatic. And I'm playing The Sims and also watching a Sims Let's Play, because a new expansion pack came out and I'm playing it. So I'm gonna do this until I'm starting to feel hungry, and then I'm gonna head out to Hudson after I say goodbye to my bubba, and make sure Erwin has veggies before I leave as well, just so he's taken care of. I mean, obviously, like, I'm only gonna be gone for a night, so I'm not too worried about anybody, but you're such a baby who's not a baby anymore. He's 2 now. So I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later when maybe I'm on my way to Hudson, or maybe in Hudson. But I just wanted to give you this little introduction about what I'm doing and why I wanted to vlog it. And yeah, I've been enjoying taking a little bit more of a step back from long form content, trying really hard to get everything rolling with the short form content that I can roll out on both TikTok and YouTube. I could be rolling it out on like Facebook and Instagram too, but I'm just not there yet. I might start doing that. We'll see. I haven't made any decisions yet on that, but yeah, follow me on all the social medias. You can always find those down below here. Not in Hudson yet. Clearly, I'm at my house still, but about to leave, about to get ready to go. The dog is outside again one more time before I leave, just to make sure he's taken care of until my mom can get home. It's not going to be as warm as I was hoping, as I was expecting it to be today. So it's gonna be kind of an interesting journey to go and have pita pit for lunch in Hudson, which is about 30 minutes outside of Stillwater. So I'm gonna drive out to Hudson, get my pita pit, and then figure out something to do until I can enter my Airbnb in Stillwater. I suppose I could still just drive to Stillwater and just kind of maybe, you know, take a look at some of the stores in the town, whatever I was going to say downtown. It's not like a downtown like you would normally be used to, like downtown Minneapolis or downtown St. Paul or any of those big cities. It's like a quaint little town, still bigger than the town I grew up in, which I think is so funny when I hear people talk about small towns and then like the graduating classes are still like 500 people. And I'm like, dude, I graduated in a class of less than 100. Don't talk to me about small towns because you don't know what they are. So that's kind of an update, but now I'm gonna finish getting ready. I still need to like pack. I mean, granted, like I said, it's one freaking night. So what is there to pack? An outfit for tomorrow, something to wear tonight. I digress. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some things in a bag and get ready to go and then head on out to Hudson for Pita Pit, which I did not have over my birthday, which I normally do. So I haven't had Pita Pit since, I don't even know the last time I had Pita Pit. So I'm very excited to have Pita Pit today. All right, I'm out. I'll catch up with you guys when I'm in Hudson. This is not the greatest of angles, but I am in Hudson. I have my Pita Pit and I'm so excited about it. Oh, I have not had Pita Pit probably since, I don't know, I posted a TikTok about it last time I had it. Got some chocolate chip cookies as well. Love it. Delicious, fantastic food. So I got a new dock for my phone, which is what you're sitting on right now. And I like it. It charges my phone. The only thing I don't love about it is it sits in like the heater grates a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean it just does. So when I have the heat pumped up, it like overheats my phone and kind of defeats the purpose. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the good stuff. This is the good stuff right here. Oh, I'm not turning this into a mukbang, I promise. I'm just saying, I'm in Hudson. I have my Pita Pit. When I'm done with this, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like it's only 1 o'clock, so I still have 2 hours before I can actually like check into my Airbnb. So I got 2 hours to get stuff to do other things. So I gotta figure out if there's maybe something to do either in Hudson or Stillwater and do that. I'm gonna eat my lunch now. Bye. Okay, so I made it to Stillwater and it's actually quite a lot warmer, quite a lot. It's actually quite warmer, a lot warmer, however, than I thought it was gonna be. It's 36 degrees. It was like still freezing when I was looking at it earlier, just below freezing, and it didn't look like it was gonna get much above freezing. Granted, 36 is not much above freezing, but to a Minnesotan this time of year, it's fine. So I think I'm gonna walk around downtown a little bit, but I need to figure out where I'm gonna freaking park at this place because everywhere around it is 3-hour parking, and it says 3-hour parking from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. So I don't know if I can park overnight and have it be not 3-hour parking. I need to do some digging into that. Plus there's construction like literally right outside of the building. I can't even drive up to it. Like I have to park and walk up to it, which is fine, obviously. But like, I don't know, this already is stressing me out. Traveling stresses me out. I don't like it. So I'm going to do some digging and figure out where I'm going to freaking park, and then I'll take you on a little walk around Stillwater. But I have 3 hours right now, at least, to go and enjoy myself in Stillwater before I have to move the vehicle, because I'm guessing I can park until, like, I have to move my parking, I have to move my car, I have to move my whole parking. I have to move my car every 3 hours until 6 p.m., which right now it's 1:30. So I'm gonna just take a walk, I guess, and just set an alarm for 3 hours from now and move my car when I have to, I guess. I feel like this is a weird parking spot, but I'm thinking it's fine because it doesn't say no parking anywhere. I don't know. It just was this very vacant spot in a very busy parking lot. I don't know. Let's go take a walk along the river because we're right against the St. Croix River, which is the border between Minnesota and Wisconsin, and it's just a very pretty area. So let's go take a walk along there. When I was driving into town, I saw these cool river boats. I'm just coming up on them now. They're really cool. It's just a nice quaint little town that's just right on the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin. So it's across the river is Wisconsin. So this is a lift bridge behind me. Pretty sure. It's getting a little chilly after walking a bit. I think I'm gonna try and find a store to duck into for a little bit. Maybe there's like a bookstore, like a little small family-owned bookstore. Let's find out. The real crappy part about this time of year in Minnesota is that it's really wet and gross, and I hate it. Found a place called Black Letter Books. It seems it's like it's a used bookstore. I stupidly did not bring my regular glasses in here with me. I left them in the car. I'm an idiot. A really cool bookstore. This is like what I think of when I think of bookstores. Just books upon books upon books. Came back to my car for a couple of things. One, I bought a book, but the bag that they gave me really doesn't, I can't really hold it well. And it's a bit too big to throw in my purse. So I came back to my car to put that in there. But also I realized, as I was walking around, that I didn't bring anything to charge my phone with. But luckily, the thing that I plug into my car has this, which is the correct end. Now the only other question is, do I have something I can plug into the wall? There's a few. Do I have anything to plug into the wall? Or do I just plug into my computer overnight? And will this phone take something plugged in? Because that's been a running issue for me with this phone lately, is it doesn't take anything to plug in. Like, I can't plug anything into it. So that's why I have docks now for the most part. And I was gonna bring one and I totally forgot. I mean, it's not like I'm that far from home. I could literally drive home and get it if I wanted to. I'm not far from home, but like, that's the point, is I'm vacating. So I'm just gonna live without and see what I can make do. But at least I have something. And I just don't know if I have anything that I can plug into the wall. But I do have my computer. I did bring my laptop, so I can at least plug into that. The other option too is come out here and plug and just charge my phone in this thing. Even if I just take it off of the like grate thing so it doesn't overheat. It's still too early to go in, but I figured out where I go in, and so that's at least nice. I figured out that piece of it at the very least. And I'm not far. I'm like literally just around the corner from where I'm gonna be staying. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna hang out and maybe go for another walk in a little bit. But for now, hang out, and I'll check with you guys when I get in. So after much confusion, I am finally inside the Airbnb, about to head up the stairs. And I am up here. There's supposed to be some kind of parking pass. So I finally found the parking instructions. It means I don't have to go move my car because I happened to park it in the correct spot. I just need to find the basket. But let's take a tour. There's one bed. I think there's two, but the other one is up there. So I'll probably just sleep here. Can look down the stairs I just climbed up. Study area with some closets. Nice little view of the town. Might open up these shades. Here's the kitchen I'm not really gonna use much of because I'm not gonna cook tonight. There's actually a pizza place that I found. I might just go there for dinner, but we'll see. And the sliding door. Oh, laundry and utilities. That makes sense. Just came in, I thought this was just a glass door. It's not, it's a pocket door. But that's okay, I'm the one staying here. Here's the bathroom with nice shower, and then not such a great view over here. There's a latch going up there, so I'm almost wondering if that goes to the rooftop and not to like another sleeping area. So I think this is it. Cool little place. Especially if that goes to the rooftop. I might just go out there later today. We'll see. Or spend tomorrow morning out there. Something. Now, where is this basket? Bet you it's right here. Oh. look at that. Guest information. There it is. So I'm gonna bring this down to my car real quick. Also, update, I did find something to plug into the wall. So as long as my phone will take the plugged in-ness of it, I should be able to charge my phone just fine. So there's that. She has candy over there, and I'm definitely seeing Hershey's. I might also be seeing some Reese's over there too. And that actually looks like a smart TV, so I might not even had to have brought my Fire Stick, which is fine. I'm fine either way. All right, I'm making myself at home now. I've not unpacked anything. I don't know how much I'm gonna unpack, because again, it's just one night, but like I've got my laptop and some other things, but it's nice. I like it. Like, I would live here, even though it's like a studio, but I've been living in a studio for like, I don't know, how old would Cosmo be this year? This year, he'd be 15. So 14 years I've been living in a studio, because Cosmo was 1 when we moved into my house, into my current place. I probably could switch out my sunglasses now, because I did bring my regular glasses, just didn't bring them into the bookstore with me. That's better. But no, I would live here. Like, this is a really cool place. Like, if you think about it, because like one of the issues I have with my current place is, one, the ceilings are really low. And these ceilings are really nice and high. I think these ceilings are higher than the ceilings in the upstairs of like the main level of the house I live in. But like, this is a nice little area, and that's a really nice, small but nice kitchen. You know, but one of the things that I always struggle with is like wall space, because I have so much stuff. But like this wall, like all of it could fit the things, you know? Plus, like, I use calyxes, which is literally what this is right here. So like, boom. Anyway, this would be a really nice place just to live, man. I'd live here. And here's closet space, and look at that nice closet space in there. Goodness gracious. I like it. I like it a lot. I'd live here. I'd live here in a heartbeat. I was going to explore the rooftop. And those are like mountain climbing stairs. Like, you don't walk up those stairs, you climb up those stairs. But it was locked, and I didn't bring the key with me. Ooh, they have coffee. I wonder if they've got decaf. Probably not. Oh, they do. They do have decaf. I might have coffee in the morning. Have some nice coffee while I overlook the city. Let's open these blinds. Never mind. I'm struggling with them. They can stay shut all they want. Should have brought my laundry. I could have just done my laundry overnight. God, this is a very nice place. It's a very nice place. I might try to remember the layout and build this in The Sims. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be cool. Okay, so it's not a smart TV, but it does have a Roku attached, but the Roku remote isn't working. So I'm glad I brought my Amazon Fire Stick. I might just plug that in instead and use that tonight and tomorrow morning. But I think it's time for me to do a little bit of unpacking. I mean, there's not gonna be an unpacking of like clothes. I'm just gonna keep those in my backpack. But I could certainly unpack my toiletries and maybe get myself a glass of wine. It might be a little early, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? And this is my vacation. I can day drink if I want to. I decided to be very basic and just order Domino's for dinner. So that's what I'm having. Domino's. Believe it or not, but I have never seen the movie Legends of the Hidden Temple. Even though I grew up in the 90s and Legends of the Hidden Temple was my favorite game show on Nickelodeon when I was a kid. That and Nick Arcade. Those were my two favorites. Those are the two. I mean, I wanted to be on all of them. We did go to a taping of one of the game shows, one of the very short-lived game shows. I can always eventually figure it out. It was not figure it out. When I was really young, I think it was probably the last time we went to Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. So I was probably 9, 10. I think I've told this story before, but I got slimed. Yeah, I got slimed. Not much, but I got slimed, and it's my favorite story to tell. So we went to the taping of this game show, and again, I can never remember what it's called. Currently editing this video, and I was able to Google it and found it. It's called You're On. It literally only ran for like from August 3rd to December 5th of the same year. So it was not very long running, but yeah, so that was the name of the game show. You can look it up yourselves. It was very short-lived, and they had this like canning thing across the kids. So they separated the kids from the adults. The adults had to go sit in one section and the kids sat in the other. And the reason for that was because the kids were gonna be on camera, or possibly could be on camera. And then the adults were kind of in the actual audience. So my sister and I were sitting in the kids section. I was sitting at the edge, and they were panning across, going to commercial. They were panning across, and they walked by with a pool of slime, and they poured it on my head, just as the camera panned by. I have searched high and low. Like I've said, I've been able to find the game show, but I've never been able to find that clip. If I can find that clip, I am going to like share that all over all of the freaking internet. Cause like, are you kidding me? So about a half an hour before my meeting starts, my meeting for this convention that I staff out in Wisconsin, and I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of enjoy myself. This phone is not charging connected to my computer, so I'm really glad I was able to find an actual plug-in port. Otherwise, I'd have to go down to my car for the next like 30 minutes and just put it on the charger in there and hope that just is enough to last for the night. But yikes. I wish I just would have remembered my thing. Granted, again, I'm not far from home. I could literally get in my car, drive home, grab it, and come back here. The whole point is to escape all of that. The whole point is, and mind you, this was not just my decision. This was actually something my therapist told me I needed to do, is I needed to take a break. I needed to take a break from my dog. I needed to take a break from my cat. I needed to take a break from living with my parents. I needed to take a break from work, which obviously I'm doing all week. Oh, there's a picture of Cosmo on a TV. I just needed a break, and that's what this is for. So going home kind of defeats the purpose, right? So I'm just gonna deal with it and head home tomorrow morning. So I don't know. God, I wish I could live here. This is such a cool place. I would live here. Like, I was already like picturing my stuff in this place, like being like, if I could live here, this is how I would design. I mean, there's not much else we could design. Like, the couch would have to be here, the TV would have to be there, but like, where would the crates go? And yes, crates, because I'm getting another dog. I'm not keeping that a secret this time. I don't know when precisely, but I know I'm getting another dog, and I've got it narrowed down to 2 places I'm gonna get it from. Him from. The other boy. Anyway, like where my calyxes would go, where the crates would go, you know, all that stuff. I've just been like thinking about that and going, if I lived here, like if this was my house, if this was my place, what would I do? And God, I would love it. I would love it. Anyway, all right. I need to do things that are not talking to my phone. So, that's about 20 minutes before my meeting. I am so tired. I woke up at 3 this morning because insomnia. So I'm gonna hopefully, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I can stay awake. Hoping that I can just go fast at the meeting. Like I can just go first and then like, y'all, I'm sorry, I gotta go to bed. I am tired, y'all. So the meeting just ended. Well, the meeting ended and then I went ahead and stayed and chatted for a little bit. Now I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired, but my phone is not charging very well and it's making me very nervous. Look at this though, this is cool. So there's this pipe that lines the ceiling and it's lit. There's looks like just a row of lights on the other side, and it's just really cool. I like it. It just adds a little pizzazz to this place. I'm going to bed now. Good night, everyone. Good morning. It's a little after 6 a.m. I woke up a little bit before 5, which is pretty normal for me, which is why the idea of checking out at 11 is not that outrageous to me, because I don't sleep in. The most I've slept in lately since daylight savings time started again is 6 o'clock in the morning, or like 6:30, I think is the earliest I've slept in. Definitely not a sleep in person. Anyway, it is Friday morning. My days are all confused. I don't go back to work tomorrow. I go back to work on Monday. It is Friday morning and I'm hearing the sounds of a morning outside. There's construction going on literally right outside this door, but all around town it seems, because I was walking around, I was seeing construction all around. Well, basically from here down to the river, which is like a block, but like more than just the block between me and the river, like all of it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really nice. I realized I did not film, I filmed a tour on this, but I forgot to do like a hotel tour kind of situation. So I'm gonna try to make the bed look halfway decent, turn on all the lights, and maybe do that before I leave, because I'll actually be more awake and I'm going to be looking not like this. I just wanted to throw my hair up in a bun before I headed out to Caribou to get some breakfast. So I'm just gonna drive down to the Caribou that's here in town. I tried to see if it was close enough that I would feel comfortable walking, but I mean, it's not that far. It's just like a couple of miles. And if it were summer, I would absolutely just go out for a walk. But given that it's still like, well, beginning of spring, but still basically winter in the state of Minnesota, in most other states, people would be like, that's winter weather. You know, it's probably in the 20s, maybe in the teens right now. I just don't think that's the best idea. So I'm gonna drive to the Caribou and get some breakfast. Maybe I'll see how I'm feeling. Last night I was thinking about it. I was like, it said I was gonna make some decaf coffee in the morning. I realized I don't have to do that because I'm gonna go to Caribou to get breakfast. So I was thinking about that last night, thinking, do I want to get a hot chocolate, or is that maybe just a little much right now? I haven't made that decision. I might get a hot chocolate. I might get an herbal tea. We'll see. I don't know. Or maybe like a decaf Americano with like maybe a shot of chocolate, just to make it still somewhat sweet, but not like overly sweet. Because the thing about Caribou, like I love Caribou. It's my favorite out of all the coffee chains out there. It's my favorite. Except for maybe Tim Hortons, but that's a whole different conversation. But when you go to Caribou Coffee, it's sweet. Like if you get a sweet drink, it is sweet. So that's one of the biggest complaints people have about Caribou Coffee is it's sweet. Like they literally use chocolate morsels to make hot chocolate or mochas. Like they don't use a syrup or a powder. Like it's literally, they just heat up chocolate morsels, chocolate chips in the milk. For cold drinks, it's a syrup, but unless they've changed things since I've worked there. I mean, granted, it was 10 years ago that I started working there, 10 years ago, right around this time frame. So things might have changed. I would have quit. Well, I didn't quit. I went on a leave and they, not like an FMLA situation. I just went on a leave because I was working full time at another job and was having trouble getting both jobs. So I was working full time at one job and working part time at the other. And I was having trouble making that work. So I was like, can I just take a couple of weeks off just to figure things out? They're like, yeah, take a month. And then that month came and went and I never went back. So Didn't end on bad terms at all. Like, it was fine terms. I was actually hired back at Caribou. I don't know if anybody knew that. When I was still doing real estate, before I started working at the church that I worked at, while I went back to school, I was actually originally hired. I was hired at both places. I was hired at Caribou and I was hired at the church. And I chose to work at the church part-time versus go back to Caribou part-time. So definitely not bad terms. Like, I was definitely rehireable at Caribou, but anyway, it's just the church job. I was guaranteed a very set schedule where Caribou couldn't, guarantee me a set schedule. And I was theoretically going to work days and just the weekdays, because that was the deal that I was making with them. I was going to be paid better at the church job, and I think I would have been treated better at Caribou because the church job was terrible. Hated it. Every minute of it. The pastor that was there at the time, it was a second career for her, and she was a retail manager before that. So that gives you an idea of how she ran her business. That's how she ran her business. Anyway, all right, so I'm gonna get my stuff together and I'm gonna put on my sweatshirt. I'm gonna go out to my car and I'm gonna go to Caribou. I didn't bring my phone tripod with me, so trying to find decent angles while propping my phone up has been an interesting thing for the last day. Not that I've done much of it. Got my breakfast. I have this maple waffle sandwich, some lemon poppy seed bread. This is a chamomile mint tea. It used to be a mint verbena, but now it's a chamomile mint. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy, watch a little bit of TV, enjoy my breakfast, have a nice little lazy morning. I'll check in with you guys later. So my phone ended up dying as I was just kind of being lazy throughout the morning, and I really couldn't get it charged enough until I got out to my car because just plugging it in doesn't work anymore. I need to have it docked on something that wirelessly charges it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I am about to head home. It's almost 11 o'clock and it's time for me to head home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. And this vlog was mostly just a reminder that, you know what, it's important to take care of yourself. It's important to take care of you, even if it means getting an Airbnb 45 minutes away from home and just spending one night to just remember that you are your own person. You're not, a partner. You're not a spouse. You're not whatever, dog mom, a human mom. It doesn't matter. Remind yourself that you are you. I have been in the identity of a dog mom. I'm wearing a freaking sweatshirt that says it. I've been in the identity of a dog mom for the last 15 years. And it was good for me to remember that it's just me. I'm still me. I am still this person that can go and just have a fun night drinking wine, lazy morning, and not have to worry about, was the dog fed? Does dog have to go outside? Do I have to entertain the dog? Why is my dog chasing my cat? Why is my cat hissing at my dog? All of these things, right? It's always good to take care of yourself. So I challenge you guys to do the same. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.